Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox One community.
Oh, my goodness. Things are working.
Things are working out, and things are working out well. This is podcast number 170. As always, I am joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First and foremost, last week he learned that it's more cost-effective to buy bullets than go to the doctor. It's Mr. McSpicy, Mark Haywood. I think because you've been sick.
I got you.
Bullets are cheaper.
cost-effective. Bullets, probably pills. I don't know, maybe.
Pills, or you just shoot yourself?
Oh, gosh, that's dark.
No, that's where I thought.
Oh, my gosh. I'm not in that place yet. It does suck to be sick. Oh, man.
Second, you're feeling better, though. You're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm... The sickness last week was at a full whopping 100% sickness.
Yeah, your voice sounds much better.
Thank
you don't
you.
sound so congested.
I now sound just like kind of a moderate smoker.
You sound like the mixture of a 13-year-old child and an 80-year-old woman. If you could combine those two and put them together, that's your voice.
Wow. You know what? That's fantastic.
Yeah. Whereas before, you sounded
like a 95-year-old cigar-smoking
a
drunk.
Dying goose.
Oh. Well, thank you.
So it's an improvement.
I'm probably 70% sick is what I was saying earlier. So I was at a full whopping 100%. Yeah. But now I'm 70. So I'm the goal is 0.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're good. You sound way better.
Good.
You sound way better.
Good. Thank you.
Next, he wants everyone to know that this podcast would start on time if he didn't have to go walk up to Jeff, turn on the lights in the studio. It's Jordan the man, Jordan Paskett.
Hello.
Jordan, how was your week?
It was good.
Jordan, you're sitting in the king chair. For those of you watching live, if you've not
You
watched,
can't see him because he's like way down low.
he's really low. He looks like the little kid here. If you're watching live, Jordan looks a little bit different today.
Touching your
He's in a
computer.
big, comfortable chair because the man that's why we're starting late. The man hurt himself at work.
He almost didn't make it.
He almost didn't make it. This is not a joke. This is real. He legitimately strained some muscles lifting heavy objects and had to go to the doctors, and they cleared him.
They cleared him to come to the podcast.
Yeah, they cleared him to come to the podcast, and we put him in a big, comfortable chair. How is it? How you feeling?
Good, fine. Yeah.
Good.
Does that chair work out okay? I mean, I wanted
Yeah.
to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's wide.
I know. It's definitely an awesome wide chair. It's like the king throne. I love it. So we got to get you headphones. So
Yeah, where are your headphones, man?
I forgot them because I just ran home and picked up my
some.
stuff.
You sound good. Hey, you do sound good.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because you can't hear yourself, but you do. You sound really good. Last but not least, the new trailer came out with the new Madden features today, and fluid started coming out of my wings on X1. We are the XoneBros. The Madden trailer did come out. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. First, we've got a big announcement to make. Yes, that's right. Another big announcement. EPL stands for the English Premiership League.
Yeah.
So you didn't know? We are doing Fantasy EPL. Mitchell over in chat in Discord, member of the community via the UK, has set that up. I've signed up. I got my team ready to go for the new football. This will be my first time doing fantasy soccer, fantasy English Premiership, if you will. If you want to sign up, head over to the website. There's a link up on the top banner, xonebros.com, or you just go to fantasy.premierleague.com, select your team, and then join the league. The link is XoneBros. There's a PIN number. I'm not going to say it on the air because it's really long. Just the PIN number is on our website in the top announcement banner. I will leave that up there for the next week. So if podcast 171 is out, that banner's gone. So you're going to have to go into Discord, and you're going to have to go into Discord and look for it there under the sports section. That's where we're going to be doing it. The English Premiership. Get up, get prepared, join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've never done fantasy soccer. Have you anybody done fantasy soccer? I've done fantasy
never.
baseball, basketball. Football's the best, just the nature of the way that it's set up. It's the first two.
That's the only one I've done actually.
But English Premiership, so that's really exciting. Super excited. Big thank you to Mitchell for putting that on. And with that, let's get this show.
Is that everything?
That's everything. That was
I
the
stepped
big
out,
announcement.
so I didn't know if you did all the.
Yeah, that was.
You did it all.
I did it all. I did it all, baby.
I'm
with
proud of
that,
you.
let's get this show on the road.
There it is.
Jordan, what is happening in the world that is Xbox One? Although I guess I'm technically doing it.
Yeah.
What's the biggest news story that stood out to you this week? Let's start it that way.
The biggest one?
Yeah, I know you got injured today.
That was big news.
That was big news.
Yeah.
I
But-
actually got scared for you. I thought because you're on roofs a lot, I thought you fell off a roof. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
No,
When
not
you
yet.
said
So big news, Real Madrid is official partners with the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I really don't know what that means. I read the article, tried to figure it out. I don't know, like advertising wise, how that means.
They're the
Is
official
Xbox going to be on
soccer
their
team.
jerseys? Is Xbox going to be on the new jersey?
That's really interesting because you'd think the Seattle teams would get sponsored by Xbox first.
I
and
mean, they
foremost.
probably do, but it's not a big deal because it's not Real Madrid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Seattle's fan base
Yeah,
is
that makes a lot of
maybe 50,000. Real Madrid is 500 million fan base. So yeah, I just don't think it makes as big a sense. I forgot. I apologize. I'm actually doing the news today. So Fortnite Founders Packs. They're now available for the Xbox One. This will be a free-to-play game in 2018, but you can get early access. You can
2018.
2018, I believe is the date.
For some reason, I saw the date. It's 7/25/18. I just stopped at 25. I thought it was coming out next week.
Oh, yeah, no. So, if you get the Founders Pack, it costs $30 or is it $39? I believe it's $39. You get access to the game now. It's basically preview mode. Mark and I were both watching people stream this game. It looks like a fun game. McSpicy, what are your thoughts? You think you'll jump into Founders Pack? Help develop the game, finish it up for Fortnite.
Yeah, okay, for Fortnite. I don't know, because I don't know. It's already had an alpha. From what I understand, it's already had a beta, and now it's going into a preview kind of a thing.
Preview, yeah.
I don't like the preview games.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like I think the preview model only helps the developer, and it should be two-way thing, consumer/developer, and I think that it allows developers to be lazy. Not saying that they won't come out with the final game. I just think that if it's ready to come out, release it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Why are you smiling at me?
Organic is all I have to say. Good, that one is funny. Organic.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a haircut in a
So
while. He's making fun of my hair.
McSpicy, he has curly hair. You have golden locks.
I do.
Yes.
When it gets long, it looks really good. There's an awkward stage in between the short and the
Is
long.
this the awkward stage?
This is the
I think it
awkward
looks fine, but
well, thank
but
you.
it is bushy. I mean, it is. I mean, you have thick curly hair. So,
Thank you.
but Organic in chat said McSpicy looks like he just scored a dime bag. Let's donate to Patreon to get this fellow a haircut. Now that's funny. Yes, if you'd like to donate to McSpicy's haircut fund,
Oh my gosh.
when you donate, you can leave a comment. When you subscribe on Patreon, just say haircut fund.
This is for McSpicy's haircut. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
absolutely. Also, you can do a one-time donation inside Discord and just say haircut fund, and we'll go get you a haircut.
Inside Discord or Mixer?
Mixer. Sorry,
Yeah,
what
Mixer.
was wrong with me?
Hey, yeah,
Mixer.
sorry. It was next week. The early access starts July 25th.
Yeah, July
If you get
25th.
it, Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, it's on Twitch a lot because they.
So wait,
they've-
it's free to play next week?
No. Early access begins next week.
yeah,
July
that's all.
25th.
Yeah.
yeah, and the Founders Pack, I think you can play now.
You play now, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I know. I just.
Yeah,
No,
people
no.
are playing it now. Everybody that I know that has purchased the Founders Pack
Not on
is
the
playing it now.
Xbox, though.
Yes, on the Xbox.
It says Founders Pack is required to play Fortnite. Early access begins July 25th.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a special.
They're lying to me.
But I don't know. I just know that
I
I've been
literally
watching.
watched lots of people play, and they did it from the Toast from his Xbox.
okay.
Did it?
All right, cool. Well, then, yeah. I don't
I
know
mean,
what that
it's
is then.
cool that you can play a game early, but I just think.
Well, let's talk
I
about.
mean, granted, this is free to play, whatever.
It will be.
Well,
While
that's
you're
what I
paying for
mean.
Founders. And if
Yeah.
you like this style of game and you want to support it, I think it's a cool way to say, yes, I want to support this free-to-play game. That will be a game that will be free-to-play. Let me rephrase that. As far as what we've seen gameplay-wise, is this a game that you think you'll be jumping into?
It looks
Mr.
fun.
McSpicy?
It looks really fun. It looks like it's one of those hybrid games that you're like trying to figure out what kind of game it is because it's a hybrid game of like 10 different genres, including mobile.
Yeah.
Like they have a lot of mobile elements that where you can play on the toilet and then send these guys out for like 3 hours to do something, and then in 3 hours, you're at a meeting or whatever, Anyway, so I think that I think it looks very fun. It looks very deep. The grind looks pretty intense. The menu system is very. you could get lost in it because you can upgrade in every single different kind of way. So it looks like it's a game you can invest a lot of time in. It looks fun. I just wish it would just release and not hurt consumers, which I really do think preview system, like a early access game, I don't like early access. What are you guys doing?
I got sent a private Twitter message. I'll show you later.
Show me now.
Okay.
Is it what?
They took my picture and sent me a private message from this morning that I tweeted out.
Oh my God.
I'm just grateful they kept that private.
That's awful.
Dayless, big thank you to Dayless, who just contributed $10 to the haircut fund. Get McSpicy a haircut. Also, the man has had a beard for 6 months. Let's get this man a shave. Let's get
shave me too.
Let's get this man a shave. I believe at the barber, a haircut and a shave total is $50 combined. Let's do it. If we get to $50, he'll shave and get a haircut.
I don't want to shave my beard. What are you doing to me?
Well, now you have to. It's out there. It is out there. I agree with you. I think Fortnite looks like a ton of fun. I love the style. McSpicy pointed out to me because I didn't realize it. I was watching and everybody was playing as Lara Croft.
Yeah, so there's lots of different characters.
Yeah, but they have mom characters.
You can literally be a middle-aged looking mom. Like there's they have like skinny characters and fat like characters. There's a character that looks like there's a lady that had like 5 kids. She's wearing her mom jeans. And it's not like art style. It legitimately looks like it's just. David said, "Yeah, she'll probably bake a cake, or it's just interesting that they made a character model like that."
It looks so funny. The building in this game looks fun. It looks like a fun game. I'm undecided if I'm going to jump in. I'll wait till. I'll tell you the tutorial area is freaking long. That I've watched a lot of people play the tutorial area. McSpicy said it's like 15. It's insanely long.
Yeah, the tutorial lock is it. I mean, this is a game. You're in it for the long haul. It looks very, very fun though. I'll probably play this game.
Yeah,
I'll probably play this game. It looks like a lot of fun, and you can Jordan. I think this is a game you would really like. To be honest,
it looks fun. And I've seen it around, here and there. Yeah,
no, it looks fun. It's got lots of characters. That is Fortnite Founders Pack. Go check it out. It's now available on the Xbox One. Destiny
cosmetic mom jeans.
Destiny 2 open beta is right now. You have access all weekend, I believe, until June 23rd. Or sorry, it's July. Till July 23rd. Yeah, it's open for everybody. Go download it now. We all downloaded it. Got to jump in. We'll talk about that a little later. But it's open for everybody. Previous to this, it was open just if you pre-ordered the game for 2 days early. Now the beta's there for everybody. If you're a big Destiny guy, go jump on it right now. Yes. Eurofishing Urban Edition. It's now available for X1.
Urban Edition.
This was on sale, not the Urban Edition. Just Eurofishing was on sale for like $4, and I meant to pick it up and I never did during the summer sale.
Yeah.
Because I'm golfing right now on the weekends on my Xbox. Why not throw in some fishing? And then there's a hunting simulator game. I might as well throw in some hunting as well.
Yeah.
Complete I'll become an outdoorsman while sitting at my chair at my desk.
Haven't you played previous fishing sims? I think you said you did. Right?
Yeah. So Dreamcast was my favorite one. Dreamcast had a really good one.
Yeah. Wasn't that a system?
Fishing. Yeah, the Dreamcast system.
And it was on. It was on that.
Yeah, it was on that. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because Dreamcast, it could be like Dreamcast.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
I didn't know if that was a game that I didn't know about, or it was an actual system.
No, I don't remember what it's called though. But I played a couple.
It could be called Dreamcast because that's.
And then always in Animal Crossing, I was a big time fisherman in Animal Crossing. Yeah. Stardew Valley has some fishing you can do. It's always a good time.
The fishing actually is really good in Stardew Valley. The mini game, I like it.
Favorite mini game in Stardew Valley?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was just.
I only know like what other.
Can I tell you a place that I think is underused? Granted, I only have like 70 hours in this game.
Okay.
So I'm not
only 70 hours.
I know, right? Yeah. I have maybe 60. I have a lot though.
Okay.
For me.
Oh, okay.
But the sauna/gym area, I feel like it's really not utilized as much. I want to go
Stardew Valley.
In Stardew Valley, I really want to go spend time there. but I don't feel like it's utilized as well as like I went and
Well,
I tried.
'cause-
Like I want to be able to purchase a locker in the gym there. And,
Here's
you
the
know,
deal, because the sauna in Stardew Valley, it regenerates your energy.
Uh-huh.
And by the time you regenerate you unlock the sauna,
Yeah.
you have plenty of ways to get energy elsewhere.
I know, right? It seems really like a cool place that's underutilized.
Yeah, your energy bar is way higher.
So
Like,
that doesn't change if I were to go further in the game.
do you consider the sauna a mini game?
No, I wish it would be though. Like, let me lift weights, and it's a full gym.
I just
with multiple rooms and a locker room and a steam room and a pool.
Back to your question, as far as the mini games go, I don't know if there's any other mini game besides fishing in there. Like, what other mini game is there?
Gift giving. There's mining.
I guess
mean,
you could
if
consider
mining
that.
is- if
Basically
mining-
everything in that game is kind of like a little mini game.
But is it though? Because
I get fishing
Yeah.
is probably the most organized of it.
well,
yeah.
it's just a mini game, and
yeah.
like that makes no sense. It's just a mini.
Seashell collecting.
That's not a mini
Yeah, I
game though.
don't
That's
know.
called looting.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. So I guess
Mining is probably
to answer your question, I guess fishing is my
Fishing.
favorite mini game in
there
that
you go.
game.
I like waiting for the train to go by and see what the hobos throw off of it as it goes by.
Hobos.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Pro Evolution Soccer, the
Pez.
online beta, is live now until July 31st. Might go check this out. Everybody tells me I would enjoy
yeah, it is
Pro
pretty
Evolution
cool.
Soccer. I'm a FIFA man, even though, I'm a FIFA man because I'm in EA Access and it comes to the vault. So there you go. But it is live now and it's available. The beta, open beta to everybody, is available until July 31st. What Remains of Edith Finch is now available for Xbox One. We had a chance to play this
Yeah.
and review it. McSpicy, the review's over on YouTube if you want to go check it out there. McSpicy, tell everybody about What Remains of Edith Finch. Should they get this game? It's now available on the Xbox One.
It's a primarily story-driven game with a lot of mini games. Believe it or not.
Yeah, that's true.
They do a really good job. It's full disclosure, I don't like Telltale games, for example, like pure story, no gameplay games. This is, I would consider, pure story. However, they add enough difference in this game where you're not just pressing A. They have, while you're learning the story, you have a lot of ways to interact. Well, not a lot of ways. There's just a lot of mini games spread throughout, and it never feels like you're I don't know, wasting your time pressing A, which is just what you're doing with any video game, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's a really, really good game. I think if you like story games, you'll like this. I really think it's a great game to play with on the couch with a loved one, a wife or a husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. Because it's essentially a movie. The game's short. It's only like 2.5, 3 hours long. Mm-hmm. What is something else in chat? You're
Just continue.
okay. Every time I talk, I feel like you're making fun of me. You jerking? No, but it's a really good game. I really think you should check it out. This is one of the few games where I would not say go watch a Let's Play.
Yeah, don't watch a Let's Play because
It'll ruin it.
yeah, this is so story based, but fantastic.
Yeah.
We all agreed and loved it probably equally, which is normally, we have different tastes, different styles. That rarely happens. We all love this game equally, especially this style of game. So McSpicy, who really doesn't like story games, recommending this game is huge. And I think part of it is not just the way that they tell the story, not just the way they have you do like the different mini games that keeps it interesting, but the story itself is really engaging. It's super. You're always
good
asking
game.
what's next. So, anyways, go check out the full review if you're interested in What Remains of Edith Finch over on YouTube right now. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go do it because we've got videos dropping all the time. This week's discounts and games with gold are valid now through July.
Tuesday, the normal day.
The
Monday night.
normal day. It is Overcooked, Ethan Meteor Hunter, and Sticks are the big ones. Overcooked, baby.
Overcooked, yeah.
Sticks is 40%
That's a good
off,
one.
80% off for Team 17 Indies pack. And there was one game, Injustice. No, not Injustice. Where's it at? The Forza Horizon 3 VIP pass is
okay.
75% off.
Cool.
That is a big one. Kingdom Hearts
really
Kingdom Hearts
big
3
one.
released its gameplay trailer
A new
this week. A new one. It
Which
was the
showed
Disney.
off-
It was the big Disney conference this
Yeah.
week during
Which-
Comic-Con.
which showed
Or
off
leading up to
a
Comic-Con.
never-before-seen world in, I believe, any kid. This is the first time they're visiting this world in Kingdom Hearts, and
What
that
is
would
that world,
be
Jordan?
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
To my knowledge, I
They've
don't.
never
Yeah,
had
they've
Toy
never
Story.
got
Now,
a
have
Toy
they
Story.
had characters from Toy Story?
To my knowledge, no.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
Because that keeps
That
you off
covers
the
all
hook.
your
Yeah.
bases. Yeah.
yeah. So it's cool that they're going to Toy Story, and it looks kind of like the Pixar movie. It looks really good, and fun,
Yeah.
and enjoyable.
Yeah.
They also have a release year.
Yes, this is what George's mostly excited
Yeah,
about.
it's exciting to know that, unless they push it back, which is very likely.
So what is the release year? Go.
2018?
Boom. Now, I am not a big Kingdom Hearts guy. I never played the other Kingdom Hearts. This was kind of the generation underneath me, i.e. my little brothers. That's why you're really into it. But watching the gameplay trailer of this made me really want it. I really loved they showed a lot of in the Toy Story, then they went over to the Hercules world, which we've already seen before. But the Toy Story world and the fight scenes and the way it all worked together looks really cool.
Yeah, no, it's a fun game, and I really wonder how they're gonna do it, because if you just start with Kingdom Hearts, so Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming to the Xbox One, right? We
Yeah.
all know that. If you just start with Kingdom Hearts 3,
Will you
unless
be
they
lost?
have, oh yeah, you're lost
really
after
would
you've
be?
played through the series.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the story can get very convoluted. That's why I wonder. So on PlayStation 4, they have the 2.1.5, 2.5. They basically have all of them remastered, right? So you can play them all and then play Kingdom Hearts 3. I wonder if they're going to do like a bundle or something like that when it comes closer to Xbox. Because they never said it's not coming to Xbox One. They just said it's not there right now.
Yeah.
So I wonder because if you, and I don't think from their perspective that's a smart idea, because a lot of people will be turned away if like, well, this is number 3. I have no idea what's going on. It's just going to be super confusing. I mean, I'm sure they'll have.
They've got to do
Maybe
something.
they won't. I don't know.
No,
But yeah,
they
yeah.
ought to do something.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do, for the Xbox One. But this is a great game. If you played any of the Kingdom Hearts games before, this will be a fun one.
Is
So.
Kingdom Hearts 3 on your, or not 3, sorry, but the Kingdom Hearts series, where does it lie on your all-time favorite list? Because I know you really like this game, but does it make...
Yeah, it's really good.
Does
It's-
it break into your top 5?
Yeah, probably.
Really? So
especially
it's that good.
story-wise. Yeah, it's just imagine a Final Fantasy story with Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters as well. Like, it's really good. The story's really good.
Interesting.
I mean, it is convoluted and can get complicated, but it's good.
Yeah. Well, very cool. There you go. Yeah, go check out the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer
yeah.
out this week. Crackdown. Some news on Crackdown. Crackdown came out, developers, and announced that it was super ambitious, and that's why we took our time. That's why it got delayed, and we took our time doing it. We're doing things that we've never done before. Not huge news, but it's just nice to hear. Take your time, do it right. We appreciate that. And from what I've seen from Crackdown, the gameplay that's been coming out,
It looks fun.
I'm more excited every time I see something new in this game, as I think you mentioned last week, McSpicy.
Yeah. Wait, what was the news you just mentioned?
Just that Crackdown said it was a really ambitious project, so they took their time on it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because we've known about this for like 8 years.
Yeah.
It's true. Some Titanfall 2 news.
This is a cool one.
Some big Titanfall 2 news. It's called some new DLC. Operation Frontier Shield. It's launching July 25th. It is the new DLC. All the neat DLC for Titanfall 2 is free,
Yeah.
which is a fantastic way to go. This is what they're bringing a new mode with this. It's called Frontier Defense. It's co-op 4-player mode. You defend your harvest against 5 waves of increasingly difficult enemies. It looks awesome. They have a trailer, a let's play, not a let's play trailer, but a gameplay trailer out showing the new mode. I'm so excited. There's new enemy types to battle. There's 5 maps supported at launch with this new mode. It's basic, so it's just Horde mode brought to Titanfall 2, and it looks awesome. Looks really cool. So the 5 maps that are going to be in this is Homestead, Forward Base, Kodai, War Games, Rise, Blackwater, Canal. They're also introducing a new map with this DLC for all the other multiplayer called Rise. It's going to be long sight lines but tight quarters. So it sounds
Hey,
like
do you
long
remember-
outdoor hallways.
Is this kind of a remake? Is this a remake of that one map from the first one or a new one? You remember
It
that
does
one
look
map?
like
where,
It looks just
yeah,
like
it looks
it.
just
Remember-
like
you
it,
know
where
which
you're
one
in
I'm
the
talking about?
sand
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you can
yeah,
run
that
on the
one, yeah,
walls.
yeah.
Because you could like traverse the map just on that.
Yeah, the walls
Just
because
on
they
the
were
walls.
very thin. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also going to be in this DLC a new live fire map
You
called
like that mode.
Township.
it
And
looks
here's a
cool.
picture of Township. Looks really cool. You're basically
Looks like a township.
in a town. There's cars and stuff that you'll be able to hide behind. Live fire is my favorite mode in Titanfall 2. I think it's fantastic. They're also bringing out new purchasable content in the form of war paints. And the different war paints look cool. It's like American flag, British flags. It looks really cool. And they also give you XP boosts
Oh, that's cool.
when you put these on. This one's really cool. I like this one. The Masterwork. It just adds some gold
Oh,
flecks
some
on
gold,
your
yeah.
gun. And then obviously there's the Frontier Patriot, which I think is awesome, as well as Bad
it has
Plans.
like a little tongue on it.
Yeah, it's like a lizard, like a
Yeah,
lizard monster.
lizard.
Anyways, Titanfall 2, super excited. I actually have a LFG up in the XoneBros clubs. If you're interested, Tuesday night, I'm going to be playing that. If maybe I'll be streaming it. I don't know. No, probably not. I'll probably just be playing it. And I'm really excited. I'm that excited for it.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of talking this this whole time. I'm sorry, I don't have the news in front of me, or I'd jump in and help you. But
That's okay. We got 2 more news stories. Ooh,
okay, I just feel real bad. I mean, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, Jordan's injured. I step in. I'm like the guy on the bench. Coach has asked me to step up, and I just jump in.
Yeah, no one asked me, so I'm just sitting here.
Last couple news stories. Some big ones concerning Ark. Now,
Ark.
if you remember, Ark in this community was ginormous. It was so big that a daily / monthly journal was
yeah.
kept and submitted to the XoneBros for the XoneBros History Vault.
Nice.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it
Lots
was
of
pretty
good
funny.
times. Favorite thing that I ever heard about was that Toast locked Shebrew in a cage
Naked.
so he couldn't go and start
He removed his mod status and then locked him in a cage.
because he was trying to go and start a war with another faction. And then basically we were wiped, Toast told me, from the server, the XoneBros server, because of a misspelled word. And then war was on, and
Miscommunication.
it was a
between
miscommunication
languages. Yeah.
through languages. Anyways, excuse me. Let me take a drink of water.
Okay.
Now, during that time, you guys jumped in and played quite a bit.
Yeah, I think I probably played more than any of us three. And I, compared to the community, you know, like Shebrew would play that a lot, and Toast would play that a lot. But it was, I mean, it was a drama. It was a novela. It was a
Yeah.
soap opera every day
So
on
fun.
the server.
With raids and people
Just
letting
how-
out dinosaurs, and people leave the door open and
didn't-
dinosaurs got out.
That was my bad.
That was you. I forgot that.
It wasn't me, but I was
okay.
there.
Oh, okay.
And it was just there's like there's a
Tyrannosaurus
raptor sitting right outside our front gate, and we had a whole bunch of dinosaurs that those take time to to tame.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Scully.
Yeah. Basically, I was left the keys to the house, and I screwed up. I accidentally opened the gate when I shouldn't open the gate, and then the scorpion saved our lives. Just so you know, the raptor went for the scorpion, and scorpion. It was just, we always got to have a moment of silence for the scorpion guy,
Yeah.
our tamed scorpion that saved all our lives and our.
Sacrificed himself for you guys. Anyways, so the big news with Ark this week, they came out and announced the developers that private servers are here. The servers will be available on Xbox One, which means you used to have to, if you wanted to host a private server, you had to have a second console
Yeah.
so that everybody could come on. No longer. They are going to have their own private servers that now you could use and utilize for the community. So we'll be getting one for the XoneBros community as soon as that becomes available.
Does it cost? Are the servers free? Do we know about?
See,
cost?
they're outsourcing to a third party, and in the news release, the developers of Ark said we're not trying to make money off this,
But we will.
so we're outsourcing it to a third party. So I don't know if it's going to cost something, if they're footing that. I don't know. I would imagine it does. but it's got to be pretty cheap. I remember the Battlefield servers were super cheap.
Well, relatively. I mean,
Yeah.
speaking,
Yeah.
like it was like $10 for a week, but
Yeah.
over the course of a year, it got expensive.
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
that's true. That's true. Anyways, regardless, we will have an XoneBros server as soon as that comes up. They'll have higher performance. You'll be able to support up to 100 simultaneous users on there. It will be our own server in our own world. It will be awesome. I'm really excited. I didn't get to jump in. I jumped into Ark and farmed a couple times, but
I think that's pretty much how you play.
I didn't jump in.
It's not much more than that.
With any amount of real time, but I really look forward to maybe doing it now that we've got a server there. So that is exciting, and that is huge.
Yeah.
Huge news. Last two news stories.
I got one real quick. This weekend is the play free weekend for everyone.
On Destiny.
So on anything. On Xbox Live. If you don't have a gold membership, this is another play online free weekend. From the 21st to the 23rd. All access multiplayer. And that multiplayer does include the Destiny 2 beta. So that's pretty cool.
I wonder if that's a coincidence.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, so a free multiplayer weekend for all those who don't have a gold membership yet.
Yes. Last two big news stories. Ghost Recon Wildlands is getting PvP open beta soon.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
look for
That'll be
that
interesting to see how they do
PvP
that.
coming to Ghost Recon. Super exciting. Do you think you'd be interested in PvP in Ghost Recon?
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Well, I want to see how they do it. I mean, that'd be really interesting. I mean, they'll probably do it somewhat like kind of how the Division did it with their newest PvP, the 4v4 type of thing, and so. But yeah, that'll actually be kind of fun. I like to jump into Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah, now it's a tactical PvP mode called Ghost War, and it'll start this summer for the open beta. It's
Hey,
4v4
and actually, that would be
team
cool.
deathmatch.
Maybe they put you on like not like a huge map, but a good sized map, and it's just 4v4. You can hide, you can sneak, snipe.
So-
and stuff. I think that would be kind
Yeah,
of fun.
so
actually.
in Ghost War, players will choose from a list of classes designed for specific roles, and new PvP mechanics will be introduced. That's all that it
Okay,
says.
so it's gonna be its own separate rule set
Yeah,
and stuff.
and then
which
they'll
is-
also have 4v4 deathmatch, which I mean,
Hey,
is
that'll be cool. I
deathmatch.
mean, more content. Is it free? It's a free update.
It's a free
Yeah.
update.
You can't complain.
The open beta.
More
The open
content
beta
that's
launches
free.
this summer, so that's exciting, especially if you're into Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon, I feel like, ultimately, was probably a disappointment. Wouldn't you say?
It's definitely feels a lot different than other Ghost Recons in the sense.
But
that
I
it
mean,
doesn't
as
feel
far
like a
as
Ghost Recon.
to the developers, I'm not talking about to the gamer necessarily, but for Ubisoft, I feel like
they probably put a lot of
it
eggs in that
didn't
basket.
it
and
didn't get
explode.
or have the success that perhaps they thought it would.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I mean, the cells were okay on it, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just didn't have the longevity
The
that like we're
longevity.
used to. Longevity, is that how you pronounce that word?
Yeah.
Okay, it was with a G, so I said longevity. I'm sorry,
It's
longevity.
like it's like GIFs or GIFs. Like
Well,
I always
we
wanna
know
say
it's GIFs.
I always want to say GIFs though.
I know, but the creator of GIFs
Said it was
said
GIFs.
it's GIFs.
Screw that guy. What does he know?
He's the one he's the inventor of GIFs.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, we're used to Destiny, we're used to the Division, we're used to games that, and that felt, initially you were thinking, oh, this might be close to the Division. It looks similar, same company. You would think that it would have a little bit more longevity, and maybe that's where you get that bad taste in your mouth of disappointment slightly. I don't know.
Yeah.
That it wasn't. It didn't last as long as you were hoping
Sure.
it to last. And a lot of the things became kind of monotonous as far as doing the same things over and over. And there really wasn't... I mean, there's things wrong with the game. There are things right with the game. I don't want to get into nitpicky of, you felt like you're kind of... There was no reward for exploring, such and such.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to get into that stuff. I just feel like maybe it feels like it was a disappointment just because it didn't last as long as other games that we've recently played. That
Well,
we
and
liked.
especially other games from Ubisoft too. I mean,
Yeah.
The Division is still fairly, I would say, probably more popular than Ghost Recon at this point.
At this
too.
point, you're probably right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
so-
probably right.
Anyway, and I'm a Ghost Recon series fanboy. Really, I can admit it. And fanboy status, I was not happy with this iteration of Ghost
Well,
Recon.
because
Yeah, it's
you
different.
just
so
wish
that
they
I
called
did,
it something else.
so that I didn't even jump into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wish they called it something else.
This is not
'cause,
going to
yeah.
be considered canon in my view.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
it's
it
the
wasn't-
Clone Wars of the Ghost Recon. The Ghost Recon.
You
series.
mean episode one?
Attack of the Clones. Yeah.
Attack of the Clones. Yes, there we go. Madden
Yes.
announced their features. That's the pause. I know why Jordan does the pauses now.
Yeah. It's
It's
just
for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
It's also waiting for my webpage to load. Madden announced their features. One of the big things they're touting in Madden 18 this year is long shot, which is their story mode, which I'm actually really looking forward to. A lot of people are criticizing that. I think that's great. I think it's really cool. It's basically the story. You start in a small town in high school, and you're going through to make it to the league, as they say.
yeah.
You get play now just like normal. They're touting that you can have coaches adjustments so that you can customize the AI to fit your game plan and make situational changes to your strategy on the fly. They've already had this in the form of hot routes and defensive coverages. The fact that they're touting coach adjustments and calling it coach adjustments, they don't jump into any more detail on that. So I'm really curious at what that actually means. It sounds like overall strategy you're going to have more say somehow in how perhaps your defense runs or your offense runs. I'm not quite sure what that means. Target passing is what they're really touting. And they've kind of had iterations of this in the past, but now when you throw, before you were forced to see who was open, what wide receiver was open, and that's who you had to throw to ultimately. With target passing, they're saying now if your wide receiver's not open, if he's covered, but he's in a position that his right hand can get up, if you threw it at a certain point, you can now dictate exactly where you throw the ball to give him a chance, even if he's not open. That, to me, defense has always been important. I hope it doesn't kill defense because I thought defense was really well balanced in this last iteration of Madden. The big change is coming with Madden Ultimate Team, and it is coming with Madden Ultimate Team Squads. It's called MUT Squads. So Ultimate Team is where you play the game and you get your cards, which is actually the version that I think McSpicy
That I would
could
like.
really get into. Yeah,
You said that, yeah.
you get your cards. Now this is where it gets cool. So team mode, they've had team mode for a while where you could get together and you're all in a team and you play against other people. They're bringing that to Madden Ultimate Team, 3v3. One person is offense, one person defense, and one person's the coach. Now, what that means is if you, let's say it's us three. McSpicy, you are the coach. So as coach, you bring your stadium cards, coach cards, playbooks, style. You're in charge of how we look. But you still play with us. We're all players on the field on both offense and defense. Jordan, your offense. So you bring all your Madden Ultimate Team cards for offense.
Yeah.
That you have. So all your offensive players, you decide your offense, and you're all times you're the quarterback in the game.
Yeah.
We would be others. As defense, I bring the defense, and that's how we play.
That's actually really cool.
3v3 ranked mode. You get to use your cards. I'm really excited about it. I think that's the good way to go because Madden Ultimate Team, I didn't play in this last one at all because Draft Champions kind of took over for me in that. So why grind? Why grind? Why grind to get cards when I could do basically a fantasy draft every time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Draft Champions took over. So Madden Ultimate Team, I think, suffered, at least for me personally. I really didn't play any Madden Ultimate Team. Maybe a couple times I jumped in.
Yeah.
This 3v3 mode, I think, makes it interesting. I think makes it fun. Gives you reason. Hey, as a team, let's work together. Let's get our cards. Let's combine them.
Oh, that sounds cool. Did they have any iteration of multiple players before like this?
They have had it before, just in normal game
okay.
mode. They also have it. EA has it in their FIFA, which would be really fun in FIFA.
Yeah.
So
I'd play FIFA.
Also, one thing that they did, one-on-one coverage is going to be. It seems like it's been amped up for the 3v3 play. So previously, if you're a wide receiver, and I'm a defender, it's a lot easier for me to stick on you, and you had to, use your joystick and go around. It doesn't look realistic. Now they've made a move so that you can hard cut any direction, so it looks realistic.
Oh, okay, cool.
You hold down your right bumper or your left bumper and your joystick to hard cut and come back. So that's really cool. Anyways,
just like running in circles. Yeah.
And just looks stupid. But Madden 18, that's a big one. I'm really excited about it. I'll tell you a concern that I have about the MUT squads. This is my concern. Will it have the sustaining power? You need 3 people to play. Is there going to be enough people playing that way to keep it sustainable? I don't know.
Do you need a party or is it like matchmaking?
We don't know.
No,
yet.
they said they'll match make you. So if there's two of you and let's say you have offense, I have defense, we need a coach.
Oh, it'll match.
It'll match make you with someone. But if there's not enough people playing that version, because you got to think you're gonna have ultimate team normal mode, you're gonna have normal play now mode, you're gonna have normal online mode, you're gonna have draft champions again. They didn't talk about draft champions, but you're not getting rid of draft champions. Draft champions is amazing. And then in all those modes, you have ranked and unranked. Is there going to be enough people for the 3v3?
I don't know.
Ultimate team. I think so. I think they're doing it to try.
Well, I mean,
it's another game mode.
How long does each match last in that specific mode?
Oh, I don't know. I would imagine it's 2 or 3 minute quarters max. I don't imagine
4
it's much longer.
quarters, so 10-minute games.
Yeah, probably.
If you have 1,000 people playing in that playlist, which is relatively super low,
sure,
you'd probably have to wait a minute or two. You know what I
okay,
mean?
so that's not bad.
Unless would that have a ranking system?
See, I don't know. It might have like a point season system. I could see them
Some
doing
sort of MMR or something. I mean, the game's huge. If it was a lot smaller of a title, then maybe you'd be probably running into issues.
Yeah.
But even like the reason a lot of the time Call of Duty didn't open up too many. I mean, they had a lot of playlists.
Sure.
Multiplayer playlists. They
want you in the game playing it.
Yeah,
not waiting.
they've mentioned many times that they are leery on opening more playlists because of that reason.
Yeah.
But even the empty playlist, because it shows you how many people are in the playlist.
Sure.
You even with like 1,500 people, you're going to find a game.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like even if this is not popular,
sure,
odds are you're going to.
Well, and see, I'm thinking of my recent problem with Blitz mode in Halo Wars. In that there wasn't enough people playing Blitz mode in Halo Wars for them, and
Let's see, did you ever notice that when you were searching for games? Did you ever?
Sometimes, yeah.
But how long? Like how long?
10, 12 minutes.
You were waiting for 12 minutes.
Yeah, especially at the very beginning. Now, once they released,
see that is a problem then.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm wrong, but 12 minute wait.
Well,
time
but that
sucks.
was just at the beginning. Ultimately, my problem with Blitz mode came down that they didn't have the ranked match until later.
Yeah. Well, and then they removed 1v1, right?
And then they took away 1v1.
But I wonder if they were looking at the numbers and
that's why they said because the numbers.
And see that game's not Madden.
That's true. Yeah, that's a
Or Call of Duty.
very niche game. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's I think you'll have the numbers there.
Okay. Well, if the numbers are there, I think it could be very fun. In fact, I think it's a way to introduce someone like you to the game because we're on playing. If you screw up, who cares? It's fun. Well, and actually, it's also a way to get a ranked team. And I could see like me, Jordan, Jono playing, right?
Yeah.
Jono does something on defense that gives up a touchdown, and we're just pissed.
Yeah.
We're just, come on, man.
And he'll go.
Yeah, something like that.
Laugh.
And so I can see it. I think I'm hopeful for it. I just hope that it's sustainable, I guess is my big concern. And that's it for news. Biggest news story of the week, though, is that Destiny Open Beta is here, and we all got a chance to play it. So let's talk about it. Destiny Beta. Let's start with Jordan. First impressions, Destiny Open Beta, Destiny 2. Now, granted, this is a beta, but this is our first impressions. Did this make you more or less excited for Destiny 2?
It made me more excited. It's actually, it's fun. I liked it, right? The first thing I noticed was they revamped the UI. It's white now. So that was my first thing I noticed.
Just jumped out at you.
Well, what's funny is Mark told me what you messaged him earlier today, how people were saying that the UI is so clean now.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing. They just changed the color.
It's just white.
Okay. I didn't even notice the color difference. I was like, this is the exact
sorry, I
same
guess
menu.
that's not the UI. The main menu color
It's the main
is
menu
white.
color,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and there's a 2. The logo has
so
changed.
funny? What's so
the
funny?
loading logo has changed.
It looks the exact same. It looks the exact same.
Yeah. So after those quick 2 things, I noticed it did look crisper. I even told Mark, I said, this does look a little bit crisper, a little bit,
Yeah.
And you said probably like 20% better than the original.
I gave it, you can notice a 20%
like increase,
in visual quality.
Yeah, and I agree with that. It does look a little bit better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which Destiny didn't look bad before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
It was a very gorgeous
yeah.
game. Yeah.
So very cool. And then the other thing that stood out is obviously the story.
Yeah,
because
there's a story.
yeah, there's a story now. Well, and it's just I like the little things better because when you build a game, I mean, it's hard to get people attached to the world, but I think there's certain things you can do that attach you to the world. Like, for example, first part, when Kate opens the door for you and he kind of fights with you for a little bit. Just
a
it makes
split second.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, yeah, we're fighting together, you know? Another part, when they're talking over the comms and they're saying, hey, we're being ambushed here. Like, you feel like you're in a war. And then, of course, there's one part where you turn and go through this hallway, and there's civilians laying there beat up and
Real
dying.
people.
Yeah, and you're
There's
like,
real people in
and
this game.
They force you to walk through them, and it's kind of like, whoa, okay, so I was fighting for people this whole time. You know what I mean? It
'cause
gives
you never
it
seen-
grounds you in the world. It kind of,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I like those little details, which is great. And of course, the bad guy I think is really good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't think that you deserve the light, and he's here to take it. And that's
Yeah.
all he needs.
And
right?
tha- and
and
that's-
I appreciate that.
That's
It's
the
not-
root of a good bad guy.
Yeah, just bad, and he kicks you in the face. So I really liked it. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think what stuck out to me the most, we already got more story than I got in 80 hours of the first release of the vanilla
Yeah.
Destiny. And I really enjoyed it, and the scenes that they showed were awesome. McSpicy, what stood out to you? Did this make me more or less excited for Destiny 2?
Yeah, so funny thing, when I was watching streams of it,
Sure.
I'm watching streams because, I'm working and I'm curious because I got it when it opened to the public. I didn't get it
Yeah.
early because I didn't pre-order this game yet.
No.
I'm watching the game and I'm going, this is the exact same game.
Sure.
Like I don't see, I really watching the stream. I didn't see any difference.
Sure.
And it's almost laughable. It's like, oh, okay, well, it's the exact same game. Whatever. When I started playing it, it felt better, and it felt better. Movement. They do the little thing where you grab and climb over, like
Yeah.
in the later Halos.
Sure.
Yeah. Clamber is what they call it.
Yeah, I love that little animation. I feel as though they've improved the gun animation slightly. I think the guns look even better, even cooler than before. You talked about the 20% increase.
Yeah.
I really feel like it visually is better.
Yeah.
It looks better. I love the story that's involved because I really like a good story. And I was telling Jordan this. The bad guy that he likes the bad guy.
Yeah. Sure.
Like he's a bad guy. I like a bad guy that doesn't have to prove anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
'Cause in the open beta, he kills you softly. He doesn't kill you hard. Like
Yeah.
a bad guy that overkills you is kind of just trying to, trying to prove
Or
something to
does
himself.
he kill you? Oh.
Oh no, he just I love it. He knows he's better than you. And so why waste his time? I thought that was a really cool, addition, just little things in this game that I really like. I went into and played the strike mission with you, David.
Mechanics.
It's-
Right off the bat.
There's a drill part where there's this big drill spinning around.
Yeah.
Is it like a jumping puzzle?
Oh, it was
felt
cool.
like a jumping puzzle
It was
at first,
cool.
but
Yeah.
you have to dodge blades and stuff as you're killing guys. Super fun. I had a lot.
And then even the last boss, the floor disappears underneath you. You're falling. He changes up 3 or 4 times what he's doing to you as you're fighting him. They've nailed the mechanics, and if you remember, they took them really until the Taken King to get really great mechanics in the raids, and this was just a strike mission.
Yeah, and there was if you were to watch streams like I did, it would really do an injustice to this game because it is way more fun than it looks.
Yeah.
It really is, and it looks better. I got super excited for this game. Granted, I loved Destiny 1. It had its problems. We make fun of it all the time for no story. We make fun of it for the RNG. We make fun of it for all
And
this
it's
stuff.
still a 9 out of 10 game.
Yeah.
It's so good, and there's these. I mean, there's bad guys. They have new. I feel like the AI animations are better. I
think their AI reactions and strategy is improved as well.
Yeah, I would say that they have new bad guys. They have these guys that charge you with blades, And then later on, they have these like guys with cleavers, and those guys make me laugh because they have cleavers of all things. It's just.
Also, how about the jumping, shooting cannon mechanic over? Shoots you over the ridges.
That was so cool! The
It really
gravity
was cool.
lift things.
Yes,
Oh my gosh, that was so fun!
that was fun.
I don't know. I really feel like this game.
They just do it right.
It's so. The thing about Destiny is it's so easy to make fun of it because, like, even the supers in this game.
Yeah.
All they did was move the Titan super over to the Warlock super. They moved the Blade Dancer over to the Titan Ultra. They just moved things around. I wouldn't even call this a Destiny 2. It's a Destiny 1.5.
Okay.
But the game was so good anyways, and they improved a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And this is just the beta.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll break things later. I don't know. Maybe they'll fix things later. I don't know. But right now, I really like this game.
You're excited. It excited you. You're excited for Destiny 2.
Yeah, I really am. I
agree. Super fun. It just felt good to get back into Destiny, and everything about it felt improved.
Even your gun, the Titan gun.
Yeah.
That's a cool gun.
Well, they've always knelt style.
It's like a mini gun.
Yeah.
It's a mini gun that's terrible in actual utility. Like it would
Yeah.
suck to have, but it's got cool factor.
Yeah.
And Destiny has a lot of cool factor in it. It really does. So.
That is true. So Destiny beta, if you've not got a chance, it's open right now. Go check it out. It impressed us all. We're all super excited. More so now for Destiny 2.
After playing it.
Absolutely.
Man, it's open beta this weekend, guys. Grab it. Play
Yeah.
it. Get
Go
addicted.
check it out. This is our discussion segment. If you have a question, every Friday a Facebook post goes up. Go check it out. There was a story out this week before we get to submitted questions. Facebook.com XoneBros. Submit your question every week. There was a news article this week that I wanted to discuss that I got tweeted me today by the website wccftech.com. Let me pull up the article here. The headline of this article is, wait for it, I just think this article is an example of why gaming media is failing us as gamers, and it's incredibly frustrating. And I think it largely has everything to do with they're looking for clicks. Like that's
Clicks.
That's it. The headline of this article. Let me see if I can find it. The headline of this article is, Xbox isn't increasing its investments into first-party games. It's a 3-paragraph article in which they get that news from a guy named Matt.
Matt.
On NeoGAF,
Okay.
a supposed insider.
Okay.
It's not even a news story. It's a non-story story, and it was everywhere on Twitter because of the headline that Phil Spencer and Microsoft announced putting more money into first-party titles. Matt over at NeoGAF says that's not true. It's like, well, okay, thanks, Matt. I don't know you. Like, give me someone.
Give me sources. Give me something. Give me whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's find out who Matt is. You know.
So why was this a story?
And so why was this a story? And at least in your headline put rumor or something if you're even going to publish.
That's an important word.
And I think it's just an example, and it's just to get clickbait. The author clearly didn't like Microsoft, just in the way that they phrase sentences, and I think it's incredibly frustrating. And I just wanted to point it out. Go check it out, wccftech.com. Leave a comment and let them know you don't appreciate these kind of, politely say, hey, this is a non-story. You know, why are you this? You're basically said some guy down. You could have went on the bus and asked someone, hey, you think Microsoft's increasing investment into their first-party
Who's
titles?
Microsoft? And then you can make a story.
Well, I don't think so. And you could have wrote a
The
story.
majority of the public does not know who Microsoft is.
You could have came up with the same headline.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that it's frustrating.
There's a disconnect there.
There's just a disconnect. They're doing it for
clickbait reasons.
For clickbait
they get ad revenue because of clicks.
Yeah. Anyways, frustrating. Terry Isepi writes in. And this was one of the big news stories that we didn't get to. Telltale announced all of their new series coming back. Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, the new chapters are
Minecraft.
coming
The
out.
new chapters are coming out, so that's super exciting. So Terry Seppi writes in and wants to know, which of the new Telltale series announced this week are you most looking forward to? Batman, The Walking Dead, or The Wolf Among Us?
It's obvious my answer.
McSpicy, I
Yeah.
would say for you, it's The Wolf Among Us.
Yeah,
correct?
I've only really I have a hard time with.
You would like Batman. I stick.
I
with
would
that
like Batman?
because you're invested in Batman.
because I know. Okay, I know the Batman universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going that route. Well, so I watched Jordan play Batman.
Sure.
And he walks so weird.
He does walk.
He
weird.
walks
That
like there's a rod. There's a rod up his butt.
is, he does.
The rod up his butt has a rod up his butt, and he's just walking like he's just like it's just puppet kind of
Sure. So Wolf Among Us for you, Jordan. Which of the new Telltale
probably-
titles are you most looking forward to?
Probably Batman.
Yeah, why?
Just because it's Batman.
Yeah.
thing. Have you guys played Fable, The Wolf Among Us?
David has.
Fable. Is that what it's called? I
Fable-
don't know.
The Wolf
Fable.
Among Us.
It's Wolf Among Us, but Fable is the comic book series that
Yeah.
it's from.
Yeah. Have you guys played that at all?
I've played a little bit of it, but no, I have it. I've not played it yet. I wanted to read the entire Fable series. I have them all, Comixology on my iPad. Every single Fable. They're fantastic.
It's really good, and I probably that's probably my gateway drug into the Telltale games. I recommend playing that game,
Sure.
or I guess movie. I recommend playing that Telltale
Sure.
comic.
I
movie.
think I'd be most excited for Batman as well. I think they just did a really good job with Batman. Granted, I didn't finish the story. What I'm waiting for ultimately, I really enjoyed the Game of Thrones series. That
Oh,
they
yeah,
did.
that
So
one,
I'm
yeah.
really looking forward to that, and also the Minecraft series.
That one was just
as well. I'm really
hilarious.
looking. I'm probably looking most forward to Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft has very Lego Movie feel, super fun. One of its larger series. My least favorite of the Telltale series is The Walking Dead. Not because
mine
it's bad.
too, actually.
Not because it's bad. I just feel like it's not as interesting of a story.
Yeah.
Well, it was one of their first ones, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, it put them on the map because it was the first, first one.
Well,
that they
and The
did,
Walking Dead when it came out was like it was the
huge.
shiz.
Yeah.
It was
No,
it.
absolutely. Great question, Terry Aseppi. We've got Wolf Among Us and 2 Batman votes there for you. Thanks so much for sending that in. Bob Ritz writes in and says, with the Tom Clancy's Wildlands PvP update announced for fall release, this is my question. He says, is it too little too late for a game that doesn't seem to have a lot of people playing it right now? Or will this draw attention back to the game? Is PvP coming back to Wildlands enough to revive this game? Or ultimately, is
Yeah.
it too little too late? Mr. McSpicy, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's always we have a lot of examples of too little, too late.
Sure.
I think anything you do to a game later on rejuvenates it somewhat. I don't think it's
Whether it gives it staying power is probably the question.
yeah. So, I mean, it's probably too little, too late, and that's unfortunate. But I really do think that it will bring some people back for a little bit.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
What does it have to do to bring you back permanently?
I don't know. Make a better bad guy. I don't know. I think that game has. I see. I'm different. I think I'm different than a lot of gamers. When I finish a game, I turn it off and I
Sure.
never go back to it.
Sure.
For the most part, it's just
Unless it's a huge update.
unless
or
it's
something,
Destiny
yeah.
1.5.
Or
Yeah.
Destiny Taken King or any of those that come out,
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah.
Like
It's-
those kind of iterations.
and
will
those,
come back
but
for.
see, those are expansions.
Yeah.
And I hardly actually even expansions. I rarely go back to a game. It's got to be
worth it.
yeah. And so this to me, I don't. It's not enough for me, but
Jordan, how about for you? Do you think it's enough to bring attention back to the game, or is it too little too late?
I think so. I mean, I like the game.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good.
Do you
yeah,
think
good.
PvP will be
Ish.
good? This is, I think,
Well, I think
Ubisoft-
it's just it'll give players another thing to do, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, if you own the game and it's a free update, and it's like, oh, okay, well now I
Well,
can do PvP.
I think
right?
this is where
The thing with PvP is PvP kind of never ends, right? The
Sure.
story eventually ends and the campaign
That's endgame,
ends, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, PvP, because of the nature of player versus player, it's always different. People can do the grind and just it never. I mean, look at Call of Duty. It never
It
ends.
never dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really think though that needs to come out at launch for it to have, or at least
Yeah.
a week later,
Sure.
Yeah.
around launch.
Well, I think
to
this
have
is-
staying power.
I think this is part of the problem with a Ghost Recon or with Ubisoft, not as a whole, but with these 3 games in particular, is You've got Ghost Recon. You've got Division, and you've got Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six does PvP very, very well. Strategy. I feel like Rainbow Six is more like a Ghost Recon than Ghost Recon Wildlands is. And Rainbow Six
I would
does
say
what
that,
it does, and it's at the top of its game. Division does what it does, and its PvP and PvE modes very, very well as well. And then you've got Ghost Recon. So I feel like Ghost Recon kind of lacks a little bit of identity. So I just don't know if it's enough. And I think Ubisoft having those 3 games and the way that they did this Ghost Recon, it's not enough to separate it in my mind, because you've got these other 2 options that just do it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, but hey, think about
it
what,
says it's going to be a 4v4 tactical ghost mode, right?
See, and I like
Rainbow
that.
Six does that better, though.
Yeah.
You're not going to beat Rainbow Six at that game, nor is Ubisoft going to allow it to overshadow Rainbow Six. I mean, Rainbow Six
Well, I mean,
is...
look at the Division though. I mean, we stopped playing it for a while, and then the survival mode came out, and
That's true.
But you know what I mean. So I mean, it has the potential to do it if it's
but
fun.
I mean,
you know?
how the survival mode came out when it was still hyped of a game, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
Ghost Recon, I don't think ever had the hype that Division
Division
had,
had,
obviously. But my
I would say the hype was pretty big for Ghost Recon.
yeah,
I would
well,
say
don't
it
know.
was pretty big for that. And then that's why everyone got so disappointed.
Yeah, maybe.
The hype
Well,
was-
I just think Ghost Recon is kind of stuck in no man's land, because you got two other games that
That
are
are better.
that are similar in certain aspects of it, and better at those aspects. You know what I mean? Rainbow Six
Yeah.
is at the top of its game in tactical PvP
multiplayer, yeah.
and
The Division.
is a top-notch game for PvE and PvP style third person shooters. So where Ghost Recon, I just feel like kind of lacks that identity.
Has an identity crisis.
It has an
going on.
identity crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 12-year-old teenage person with an identity crisis. Anyways, but great question. I think thought-provoking question. Bob Ritz, thank you so much for sending that in. Nick writes in. And he wants
Nice
to
man.
know, he says, with all these new MMO console games, like a Destiny 2 and Elder Scrolls Online, Anthem, do you think Blizzard will ever bring an MMO to the Xbox? World of Warcraft, is it coming?
No.
What do you think? World of Warcraft?
No, that's. I mean, they could probably do something in the future.
I think if they make a new MMO, which I think they should do,
Do you think that they're doing that secretly? Not
I'm
telling
sure.
us.
Dude,
They've got
Blizzard. Have you seen the Blizzard campus? They probably got so many projects going on. Just like, yeah, let's try this out and see what happens. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, for it to, meet the, past the standardized testing that they have there or whatever they do, right? I mean, that's a different story. But I'm sure they got tons of development teams trying different ideas and stuff like this. And I want them to make a new, because World of Warcraft is, in my opinion, one of the best MMOs out there, right? And it's 2003, 4 when it came. I mean, that thing's
14 years old.
yeah. I mean, that it's old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what they could do with a new, updated engine specifically built for what they now know. You know,
Well,
what I
not
mean?
only
Like,
that, but the new kind
And-
of evolution of
yeah,
MMO
and
games.
the pedigree of Blizzard saying, "Hey, we have a new MMO, try it out." I mean, you're already everything's a win, right? Unless they're set up for success, really, because they have the pedigree of Blizzard, because they are Blizzard.
Well, because
right?
Blizzard doesn't come out with a game once a year. They came out with a game every
they
8
they,
years.
they really build their games, right? So I would love to see them make a new MMO, and if they do make an MMO, they at that point can then think about, okay, how can this work for the console, this and that. But as it stands right now, Destiny, or sorry, not Destiny,
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, I don't think will ever come to the console.
Do you think that Blizzard will bring a
I think
MMO
it's
to the
possible
console,
that
though?
it can, but it
I mean, yeah, I think they could.
I don't know if they will, because I think they're using Destiny as their
Oh yeah,
because
probably,
Destiny's going to be
yeah.
in their PC launcher. I mean, even
Yeah.
though they don't necessarily own it. I mean,
Well, they kinda
Activi-
do.
I mean, they kind of
They kind of own Activision.
right, yeah, in a
Who
roundabout
knows who
way.
owns that company?
in a roundabout way,
Like,
right?
if you look at like the pedigree of who owns what, Blizzard, I think, is at the top of the chain there.
Yeah.
Because it's like Activision, or it goes Blizzard, Activision, Blizzard. Like they have like so many umbrella
Yeah.
companies that own it. I think Blizzard just owns everybody, and we just don't know.
So for some clarification, Recommend Chat said Blizzard has been working on that MMO Titan for a while, haven't they? Titan.
Oh, yeah,
it
Titan
became
is
Overwatch.
Overwatch, yeah. character. Well, I mean, characters
Character-wise.
from Over Titan were kind of put into Overwatch. I mean, it just wasn't coming together like they planned, and they kind of filtered into Overwatch. And
Well, see, even Overwatch is not a game. I mean, Overwatch is on consoles, right? It's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation, but it is on PC, and they support the PC far more than they support the consoles.
Sure.
That kind of tells me that that Blizzard tried to put a game on a console, and it may be a kind of a failure rate in their eyes. Not that I'm saying that it's a failure in sales or anything. It's just,
Well-
why put it out on console when every tournament, every streamer, everybody that's
In their community,
in their
especially.
community, it plays on PC. Like DSP Stanky, he's a Lucio player. He's very good. He started on console, and when he got serious, he moved to PC.
Sure.
And that's just how that games work. When you get serious with that game, which is it's a competitive game,
Sure.
you don't play on console anymore with those.
So that's a great point. But I do think that that's a little bit different of because it's a competitive game. An MMO, perhaps the competitive side of it would still be. I mean, yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm just talking about Blizzard.
Yeah.
They've only released one.
Diablo.
Oh yeah,
And
they
Diablo,
ported that, yeah.
Diablo started off
Perfect for
with
the console.
it came out on console, and they're slowly supporting it more and more. So that's they're going the opposite
Well,
direction there.
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's again not. I mean, it's a PVE type of competitive. It's not a PvP type of competitive.
Well, and I think they're getting more into the console space because even with the developer updates that Overwatch has, Jeff Kaplan, he does mention like when he explained how patches work on consoles and why they do what they do. And I think the reason they might be getting more into the console is because, and this can be, well, no, it's not wrong. There's more consoles out there than there is PC gamers, right? Like I guarantee you there's more console sales of the Overwatch than there is PC sales just because there's so many consoles out there.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel that way because everybody's playing it on PC. That are.
Yeah, I would be curious. And I'm sure.
I wonder
I'm
what
sure
the
you can
numbers
find
are.
it.
I mean, of course, I mean, there's a lot of consoles out there. Now, when you get into gaming PCs, though, I mean, how many gaming PCs are there in comparison to the consoles that are
Yeah,
out?
yeah,
You know
you're
what I
probably
mean?
you're probably right.
I'm just curious.
And there's because of I mean, you can go onto like sites. I don't know what Steam has, but there's third-party sites where you can see how many purchases of a Steam game there are, and so we could probably
an
figure that
idea, yeah.
number out. As
Either
far as
way,
the PC sales and stuff,
they're
but-
making money.
yeah, Blizzard.
and we want
company.
them to go. Can you imagine? So Blizzard's business model, and the founders of Blizzard talk about this all the time. Their business model essentially is to take something that exists and make it better.
Yeah, it
So
really is.
They did it with their first attempt was World of Warcraft, the original real-time strategy game, to compete with like a Command and Conquer at the time. They did it. Then that moved into
Warcraft.
That moved into StarCraft.
Warcraft, yeah,
Warcraft,
Tides of
sorry,
Darkness,
which became
Warcraft
World
2,
of
Tides
Warcraft.
Darkness, yeah.
And then StarCraft was an improvement on Command and Conquer and Warcraft. That became their baby. They dominate in the real-time strategy space. World of Warcraft really was they took Phantasy Star Online and EverQuest
And Ultima Online.
and Ultima
yeah.
Online and improved on the MMO and then just dominated.
Yeah.
See, they've. I don't think they've necessarily done it with Heroes of the Storm. They've yet to be able to take
Well,
that over there.
because,
It's
I mean-
tempting to.
They're trying to crack the nut of League of Legends and Dota.
Yeah.
You know, though. I mean, well, let's just say League of Legends, and you have first mover advantage here. That game is just
Giant.
it's a giant.
When
and
you're in that game, you're in it for life, and it's it. That's it for you.
it's the Call of Duty MMO,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
MMO, MOBA.
MOBA, yeah.
Yeah.
Hearthstone is an improvement on Magic and every other card game out there. So they do that.
Yeah.
So can you imagine they're sitting back, looking at Destiny, seeing its success, seeing what it does well, what it does bad, seeing how it's this new kind of hybrid MMO. Can you imagine if they put all their energy, Blizzard, with their pedigree, and say, "All right, let's improve this."
Well, I don't know if they'd ever will because they make money from that game too. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could make now. You've got
Well, the
two.
thing
because
is-
they would compete against themselves.
The
you know,
incentive,
so-
World of Warcraft still, I guarantee. I mean, Overwatch probably comes close, but I'm sure World of Warcraft makes them the bundle.
I don't
of
think
their
Overwatch
money.
comes
You know what
close to what World
Well,
of Warcraft makes. Them.
Hearthstone has what 70 million players.
Hearthstone is probably the next closest, I bet, to World of Warcraft.
World of
And
Warcraft.
I bet you World of
The only
Warcraft
reason World of
still-
Warcraft I think still makes them a ton is because
Because
of
China.
Yeah, and because of the subscription model. I mean, they're
Yeah.
getting a guaranteed 15 per player.
They're
every
really
month,
the
right?
only MMO with a successful subscription model.
Yeah.
With a subscription model, period.
Still, but I mean, as a business owner, it's like, well, this game's doing fantastic. Why risk money into another one? You know what I mean? It's so I want. Yeah, I would like to see them do a new MMO because I think they know how to do MMOs. They're good at it.
Yeah.
They've learned a lot. World of Warcraft is fantastic. This latest expansion was great. Just having a new modern engine that they can build upon,
Yeah.
like build from scratch specifically for their MMO. Because Warcraft runs on like the World of Warcraft is like the Warcraft 3 engine.
And
right?
it looks
It's
decent
very,
for how
very
aged it is.
At this point, I mean, it's super heavily.
You don't think so?
I don't think it
Oh,
looks
really?
very good.
It's-
I'll be honest. It
Well,
looks-
so when I jumped in, because when I watch it, right, you watch it and it looks terrible. When you jump in and play, I thought, oh, this is actually not as bad as I thought it was. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's like the Warcraft 3 engine that they're using. But I mean, obviously at this point, it's very, very heavily modified.
Yeah.
Like super heavily.
Well, if you've got a
modified.
good game, you really
But-
don't need great graphics. RuneScape is.
Yeah, there's
huge
another
example, but
MMO that's
there's
actually
big
pretty
news
successful.
Too. There's big news that's coming to the phone, your phone.
yeah, it's
RuneScape?
going to mobile.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What are your thoughts on that, Jordan? Are you going to be jumping into the
Yeah, I wonder if my
RuneScape mobile?
account
Because
still
you were huge
exists.
into that.
Yeah.
Didn't you try a couple years ago to see if your account still
Oh
had all
no,
your
I
stuff?
did. Yeah, it was like I think it was last year, and I think it did. It was still there. I don't have any
Yeah.
characters or anything. I think they must have wiped it. But
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Great
I was
question.
able to get my account
Nick,
info.
thank you so much for sending that in. We've got a couple more, just some housekeeping questions. Kyle Barber, community events and LFGs, where did they go? Community events are coming back. Summer's crazy time. August, I think, is our next community event. Summer's just crazy with schedules, so we took them off for summer.
Everyone's on vacation.
Vacations, schedules, they're crazy. LFG and Discord, I think, is what he was referring to. For those of you that don't know,
Oh, yeah.
come join us over on Discord. If you haven't yet, you're missing out on a good time. But just post LFGs in any of the PS, NES Bros, XoneBros, PC Gaming Bros. That is what we've done with the LFGs there. And LFGs on XoneBros community, we're going to be making those a thing. We also, by the way, are trying to figure out, and we'll be doing this shortly, we want to get all the different clans on all the different games, the XoneBros clans together. And so we will be coming out with a sign-up sheet of sorts.
To try to, because, I mean, we've been having this discussions with our mods for a little bit now.
We got to get them all in one place on one page. So if you're interested, if you're in a game and there's an XoneBros clan, or if there's not and you want to head one up and you're very active and will remain active in that game, look forward for this sign-up sheet. It will be coming. And then you as a leader of the clan will be in charge of, hosting events, putting them up, and we will help push out and get the word out there and then join you on those as well when we can. Arc is going to be a big one. We've got to get this in for Grand Theft Auto is always big, but Destiny. There's only 100-man clans in Destiny. We're going to have we're going to separate those clans by region. So we'll have UK Destiny clans, Australian Destiny clans, US Destiny clans, and then every time we go over 100, so we'll have UK 1, UK 2. Then we're gonna plan events where we do UK versus North America, the XoneBros clans, stuff like that. So it'll be a lot of fun. We're getting that organized. We're in the process, so stay tuned for that. And if you're interested and very involved, if you have experience managing clans, being a leader in a clan, setting up events, look for these sign-up sheets. We need you, and we want you.
Yes.
We want you, and we need you.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Anyways, great question. Kyle Barber. Darius Miller wants to know Madden season this year, 2K, FIFA, any of the other games. Are we doing them? Fantasy football. We are doing them again. Just wait. Summer's just been crazy. After summer, all of these things will come back. Goes along with, we're trying to figure out a way to organize it all. Ultimately, Fortnite, are we picking it up? We already talked about that. I believe we are.
Yeah,
probably.
Most likely.
Yes.
90% chance. 80%? 75? 75. I feel like you're comfortable with 75.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
That's a C.
There you go.
C
Jordan
passing.
Long writes in. He wants to know Nathan Drake, Master Chief, Mario.
Master Chief. Wow, Nathan Drake.
Fight to the death.
Oh, I thought we were just.
Who wins?
Well, Mario's just going to be high in the corner. He's
Yeah.
eating his mushrooms and getting large.
Master Chief is like trained from childhood.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Nathan Fillion, he's a scrapper, man.
Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake.
Nathan Fillion, yeah, Nathan Drake. They're both scrappers, man. Like he'll get it done. So that's a hard fight. But Master Chief does have that.
He's
armor
got an
on.
overshield.
So yeah,
He's
Because-
got an overshield.
because
Nathan
of that,
Drake doesn't.
And a
because-
warthog.
Because
And
of
he's like 9 feet tall.
yeah.
And a warthog.
I think
Nathan Drake's got a
I think
Jeep.
because of that armor, Master Chief probably gets the victory. But
Probably. I don't think it's
a
no
good
fight.
Okay, you put Nathan Drake in Master Chief's armor. Who wins?
That armor is like a ton. It weighs
Master
like
Chief
1,000
or
It'll
Nathan
crush
Drake?
him.
Yeah.
So it's not even. It's a stupid
Nathan
question,
Drake
David.
is not
It's an
genetically
unrealistic.
modified.
It's an unrealistic question.
Yeah.
So we just
can
discount.
be put in
We
the
just
new
discount
Spartan armor.
Mario out of hand. Like we just.
Well, because Mario will just get high and jump through pipes.
He'll jump on your
And
head
throw
and stun you.
fireballs at you. That won't affect anybody. So
Yeah, I guess if he like tag teams Bowser.
See, using that logic, I would say Nathan Drake is the
I guess
weakest,
he can
'cause he's
use
just
that,
a human. He has no special powers. He's just.
well, Mario
Smart and
has that
athletic.
little cloak that can deflect stuff. You know, in Super
he
Smash
can fly with a
Brothers. Yeah.
cape and
He
he
can
can turn into a kitty cat.
You can summon Yoshi.
Raccoon.
Yeah, well, on 3D on my
Mario
Wii U,
3D World. Yeah.
he can turn into a kitty cat and climb
Oh,
walls.
very nice. Very nice.
There's a lot of powers at his disposal.
He's got a lot of powers that are very mediocre.
So we're all saying Master Chief then.
Although Mario can breathe underwater.
This is true. Can Master Chief? Master Chief can breathe in space.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
And
oxygen
he
there.
can grow really big.
Master Chief or
Mario.
I know he can. Well, but even if he grows big, he's got no guns.
He could step on you.
He does go up and down pipes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a crazy.
That's a
battle.
weird question because I don't think it's an even.
I think we say Master.
I think it's Master Chief
is-
because
is-
he's a
Yeah, I
trained
think
soldier.
Master Chief.
He's not an
Since-
archaeologist.
Since birth, basically. Well, childhood.
And we haven't discussed his most powerful attribute.
Yeah.
He's lucky.
He
Yeah.
is lucky.
He will win a coin toss every time.
He is
When you
lucky.
have-
This is true.
A ton armor.
However,
Yeah, when he's got
Guns,
that armor with an
overshields.
overshield, guns, trained as a soldier, genetically
The
modified.
entire
he's lucky.
UNSC fleet behind you.
Yeah, he's got shock troopers with him. Nathan Drake's got what? A Jeep?
and a whip maybe if he
Yeah.
steals it from Indiana.
Indiana.
Great question, Jordan. Thank you for writing that in. Last but not least, Chris Brodka writes in. He wants to know, and we're going to start with Mr. McSpicy on this.
Okay.
What are your favorite video game soundtracks? Chris says,
Oh yeah.
mine are Skyrim, the newest Doom, and Final Fantasy VIII. Mr. McSpicy, what are your favorite video game soundtracks? Go.
Hotline Miami 1, Hotline Miami 2, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, some of 3. Yeah. We'll just do the top 4? Ori's really good. Ori's really good. I would also say, I would also say the original NES DuckTales has a that
That
should
one
be an
is good.
honorable mention.
So, in getting this question, I'm not. The first soundtrack that I really listened to was Ori and the Blind Forest
Oh, okay.
of video games.
real
So I
pretty.
went and did research, and I was listening to DuckTales. That is very good. A very good one. Red Dead Redemption. I'm not saying that because I love this game. That's on Google Play, by the way. The entire album. Listen to it today. It's so good.
Any Rockstar game. I mean, some of my favorite songs that I've purchased or have on playlists or whatever. I heard it for the first time on like Grand Theft Auto 3,
Yeah.
Vice City. I learned a lot of good.
San Andreas.
San Andreas has some great country songs.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that. But I just loved running over the country hills listening to Willie Nelson. Oh, my gosh.
Chris Brodka does say Skyrim is one of his, and Skyrim is
That is a good one.
fantastic. Twos in chat says Ori, and JoJo says all Final Fantasies.
Yeah, Final Fantasies are good.
My favorite, I would say my overall favorite is Hotline Miami 2.
Hotline Miami. Jordan, how about you? What are your favorites?
I
What's
don't
your
know
all-time
about
favorite?
albums, but individual songs from games.
Uh-huh.
Like there's the Kingdom Hearts theme. That's a really good song that they play on the piano. The Final Fantasy songs are always good, right? Ori's good.
Sure.
I just think there's a lot of games that have, good songs.
Yeah.
And yeah, Donkey Kong Country too.
Yeah, but no, I
mentioned that, yeah.
I would probably say the Final Fantasy style music is really good.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And then I'd throw in
Street Fighter Guile's theme is fantastic.
I had a thought
Yes.
and it left me.
Halo has some good music.
Oh, Halo 3.
Yeah,
Halo 3. It's
they have
retarded.
like a little piano theme they kind of play too. That's
Halo
pretty cool.
is good music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
very
like
good.
singing music. Well, I mean, I guess
It's
it's music.
Oh.
Yeah, the monk.
That's the same as Skyrim. I put it as like movie theme music,
yeah,
really.
yeah.
Anyways, great questions. Thank you so much, everybody, for writing in. That brings us to our next segment. Let's turn this up. That's right, baby. This is the portion of the show where we talk about what we've been playing and what we've enjoyed in the world that is gaming this previous week. This portion of the show is brought to you by Discord. Head over to Discord today. You can hang out with us every single day and the rest of the community. Make friends, hang out, have fun. Keep up with news.
XoneBros.com and just click on the Discord button.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know what it is, what's Discord? I've never been there. It's basically a forum chat app. It works on your phone, your tablet, your computer. I just leave it open at work, and I keep track of everything that's going on. And it's amazing how you never meet someone in person, but with their gamer tag, a profile pic, and talking to them every day, you really get to know them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
true.
Tinder is a great way to know people. Mr. McSpicy. What did you play this week? What did you enjoy?
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this part of the podcast. I played Edith Finch. I know I played that because we did our review on that. Good game. We already talked about that. I gotta pull up some other games.
You also played some Destiny. Clearly, you really enjoyed
Oh
that.
yeah,
Super excited about.
Destiny. I'm excited.
You played.
felt good.
I watched you stream some more of the Turing test.
Oh yeah.
Is it maintaining its pace? Has it dropped off a little bit? Still enjoying it as much as you're getting deeper and deeper into the game?
the game gets better and better.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
it's so good
Wow.
because the puzzles get better and better, and the story. I mean, now I'm at a point where it's very like an ethical discussion
Really?
with AI.
Oh,
and,
cool.
And
Are you a human? Did you
well,
find that
I'm a
out?
human. Like
Are you?
Are you? Maybe that's the Turing
Yeah,
test.
you are currently taking the
no,
test.
the reason I'm taking the tests is to help an AI get from point A to point B that can't pass the tests because he lacks creativity. And humans actually have, creativity.
Sure.
That's what that game's, essentially about is a robot can't get from A to B, and you're helping him do that. But on the way, you're learning why he wants to get from point A to point B, and you're deciding, wait, that's not ethical.
Yeah.
He's kind of, because he's a robot, he's not evil, because you can't call a calculator evil.
The programmer or the user of the calculator is evil.
Yeah, it's so good though because we're talking about because I've learned okay, yeah. Okay. So why did you point it?
Oh, because I was trying to remember what that movie was.
Oh.
So as you're talking about the Turing test, I'm sitting here and last year about this time I watched the movie and I'm like, what is that movie? And Pilot Nexus in chat just mentioned it. He said I watched Ex Machina the other day for the first time. It was amazing. That game is all about the Turing test and
Movie.
it blows your mind.
Yeah.
Really good movie. But anyways, continue, Mark. Sorry.
No, because the robot we're not talking like they did not program robots with the 3 laws in iRobot that are important that they program into robots. You can't they can hurt humans and stuff. Anyways, it's just at the basic gameplay level, it's just a puzzle game very similar to Portal.
Sure.
But they did such a good job in the sci-fi storytelling, and you really are iffy. You don't know if you should help this robot or help the crew as you're going along with the puzzle. The story's so good. I really recommend this game.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I got this game off of a whim. It was like $5
Yeah.
on a sale.
You didn't know about it. You said, okay, well, I'll purchase it.
People say it's good.
It's the best kind of surprise.
Oh,
the good
yeah.
kind.
The good kind. It's like coming home to the smell of brownies
Oh,
in the kitchen.
Bacon.
Bacon goes with everything.
Yeah.
It even goes good with donuts.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything else you played this week?
I'm pulling up my. Do you ever notice that Xbox.com kind of goes slow sometimes?
Oh, it does. It does constantly.
I did play some Diablo 3, a little bit of
Oh.
it. I have not gotten the Necromancer, but
That was my first question there. Necromancer.
Yeah, sorry.
Dang it.
I have not got it yet, but I want to, because that was my favorite character in Diablo 2. I was just wetting my palate,
Okay.
trying to get back into it a little bit.
Love that game. The next season's coming up soon.
Oh,
That
cool.
might
Yeah, the
be
new
when
season.
I think it's next week.
Is it next week? Okay.
Yeah, and that might be what I get to pull the trigger to start the season with the Necromancer.
Oh, that would be cool. That'd be very cool.
And I played some City Skylines.
Yes, working on your perfected
A perfect city, a utopia.
utopia, if you will.
Yeah. I'm the opposite of Jordan. I don't control with force. I control with love.
With beautiful highways.
Beautiful highways and no stoplights. So in some roads that don't have stoplights, like traffic gets crazy because they're all trying to go through. It's fantastic. But that's how I roll. So
Very
that's what
nice.
I played. Yeah.
Jordan,
So I played Destiny, which was fun. I
Tropical
played,
5?
No, I've
you
actually
play
yet
that
to
yet?
play that.
Dang
I have
it!
that game.
You promised us last
but
week.
I've yet
some
to play
Tropical
it.
5 dictator stories.
I played Edith Finch, which was really fun.
Yes.
I actually really did enjoy that. That was a nice little break, from everything. But then I played a lot of Final Fantasy 15 again.
Really?
Because
Jumping back into that.
Yeah, because I watched the movie again, Kingsglaive. I watched the Brotherhood
I was gonna watch
anime.
that this week.
So is
It's
it
a good
good?
one.
Have both of you seen it?
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen it
really
like
good.
4
I like
times.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it
I'll
over
have
and
to
watch
jump
it
in.
with it.
Is it a prequel to this Final Fantasy, or is it a separate story altogether?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It happens before the game, but it is about different characters. The characters in the game are not in the movie,
Oh, okay.
but one character is, but maybe two.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So no, I jumped back into Final Fantasy 15 and I just had a lot of fun playing it because I watched the anime that they have, the movie they have, and then I just played the game all week.
Very nice.
It's a fun game. I can't get over it. And there is
Excellent.
fishing in that game. You guys were talking about that earlier.
That's
You can
right.
fish in the
And
game.
if you have a PlayStation,
Yeah,
you'll be able
virtual
to-
VR
virtual
fishing.
reality
Yeah,
fishing.
pretty
There you
soon.
go.
Yeah, so. But no, that was a lot of fun. I do still need to play the Dictator game, Tropical 5. And then now I'm really curious about Fortnite after kind of watching that this week. So maybe the Founders Pack.
I hope you
I'll-
get that. You're all
Yeah.
about Founders
Well,
Packs.
and I didn't see the price of the Founders Pack.
$39.
But yeah, see, that's not too bad. I'm just really interested in the game, so maybe I'll try that out.
Excellent. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Now I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
all of a sudden very excited because I was like, I don't know if do I have money to buy this game? I don't know. Will I buy it? I don't know. I want it, but go
Yeah.
ahead, Jordan. I
Yeah,
encourage
we'll
you.
see.
Get it.
Yeah.
Get it today. I myself played a lot of Golf Club 2.
Yeah.
For
How's
those
the
of you,
tournament's going?
very good. We're on. Well, no, that's I. Okay, I'm in second or third to last place this week.
Well, at least you're not last.
Yeah, after 2 rounds, these greens that we're on are terrible. Now, this is my problem. I've only played basically this tournament each week, the XoneBros. So if you're in Golf Club 2, number 1, I love this game. Number 2, there's an XoneBros Lodge. We have weekly tournaments. We're in Season 1. You play the points. You've really got to invest some time to get good at this game. My goal is to finish middle of the pack just to get points to put up for the season. We've got 4 or 5 more tournaments left before Season 1 is over. Loving this game. Mick Spicy would like this game, I think, a lot.
Yeah.
What game?
Golf Club.
Yeah.
And it's nice. So I for those of you that don't know, I have moved to doing early morning streams. So 5:30 Mountain Standard Time, Monday through Friday, I am streaming. This week I did Golf Club 2. I also jumped into some Titanfall 2 this morning.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is, and let me tell you, I got second place, and there's only one reason. Because I played Golf Club 2 first and got so freaking pissed off I just needed to kill somebody. And I did effectively. I was an effective killing machine in
Yeah.
Titanfall 2. That game's just so good.
that's funny.
I jumped it back into some Titanfall 2 this week to get prepared for the DLC that's coming
Which
out next
looks really
week.
fun. They and Mark, actually, don't you have this game now? did you buy it on sale, or was it the free weekend that you played it?
Golf?
No,
Titanfall. I think
No,
it was
I've-
the free weekend, right?
I think I purchased this game.
'Cause it was a
regardless,
deep
it's coming
sale,
to EA Access. So if you don't,
Yeah.
Well,
have it, and you
that's
wanna jump in,
probably
you
why
can
it's
get
going
it
to
in
EA Access
yeah.
because I probably purchased it.
Yeah, so playing that horde mode will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that it looks like a ton of fun. I'm really excited. So I jumped in to play that or to get back into that a little bit. And then I also did some City Skylines as well this week.
Cool.
But just freewheeling City Skylines. I want to unlock can you start in a mode where everything's unlocked? Like like you can in
Like
SimCity,
sandbox
like God
mode type
or
of
whatever.
thing?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
I don't know. And what? City
City
Skylines?
Skylines, yeah.
You can.
I know you can
when-
start with unlimited money. But I,
think
don't
that
think
is
anything's
essentially
unlocked.
God mode in that
No,
game.
so you can do unlimited money and everything unlocked.
Oh, okay.
And so
Maybe I'll start one with everything
when you
unlocked.
do
That'd be
that,
fun.
obviously achievements aren't enabled.
Yeah.
Nah, see, that kind of takes away
Yeah.
the fun.
I use that mode just to practice
just
my
to experiment your roads.
experiment with my technique.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. That, I didn't know what I was going to say there. That has been our show for this week. Mr. McSpicy, where can people find you and what will you be up to?
I'm on Twitter at Mr. McSpicy. On Discord, I'm Mr. McSpicy there. Everywhere I'm Mr. McSpicy. My gamer tag is Mr. McSpicy. Just, yeah. Yeah,
Going gold on Discord. How can people do that?
go to XoneBros.com. Click on Patreon. You can also click support. And if you link your Patreon account with Discord, you get the flashy gold color, so everyone knows that you support positive gaming.
Amen, brother. Jordan, how about you? What will you be up to and where can people find you?
Honestly, I'll probably be playing a lot more Final Fantasy.
Oh, Tropico. You
And
gotta mention
I'll try and
Tropico.
play Tropico. I did buy it.
You should
So we
stream
have it,
Tropico
yeah.
because I want to watch you your mental process as a dictator, how it works.
Maybe I should. So,
Yes.
but anyway, that's what I'll be up to. So Tropico and Final Fantasy, and then I'll think about Fortnite.
Okay.
So
You should get Fortnite. That's my vote. I am X1 everywhere. Everywhere. Go check me out. Any and everywhere that I am.
Yes.
I will be playing Golf Club 2, obviously. That threw me off, that sound.
Okay, well, you pressed the button and I turned it down.
I'm also going to be playing some Titanfall this week with the DLC that drops. Jordan, are you going to jump in on
Yes.
that with me? You know what also I realized this week, guys, with 11 seconds left in this show to go? We've not played together as the three of us in a long time.
Yeah.
We got to do that.
We've got to do that, absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us. We will see you guys next week.